Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple of weeks because I've been off in Japan on a bit of a holiday. And today I just wanted to kind of make a quick video to talk about some tips around buying cards in Japan, specifically and other trading card games while you're there. So things like Weiss Schwartz and One Piece, heaps of things like Union Arena and Battle Spirits. They're trading card games that I'm not really into or I don't really know much about, but I saw them plenty while I was there. And the thing is, at the moment online, there's a lot of talk going around about the Japanese Pokemon card market specifically, and about inflated prices over here in Australia and in the US. And it was really hard to find information on where to buy cards while I was there. Now, I can only really speak for Tokyo. I was only in Tokyo for 10 days and went to a heap of trading card stores while I was there, but I can give you a bit of indication of where to have a look around while you're in Tokyo at the very least if you're looking for cards. I was able to pick up some Pokemon cards, some booster boxes specifically, because the thing is, if you're looking for singles in Japan, you're not going to have an issue at all. If you just go onto Google Maps, and this is the simplest advice anyone can give you, and you could work out easily yourself, but go onto Google Maps, type in trading card store, you're going to find one in every suburb at the very least. In the main hubs, in Ikebukuro, in Akihabara, in Shibuya, even in Shinjuku, you're going to find stores to be able to buy cards. And you're going to be able to find stores that sell singles. And those stores can be a little bit intimidating when you walk in because they're just big racks of single cards. They're big racks of just single cards on display, yen prices on them that show you how much each individual card is. Some racks, they have the actual card sitting in them, and some racks they don't. They have printouts and they'll tell you if a certain card is out of stock or not. It's not difficult to find single cards in Tokyo in the slightest. What it is difficult to find is booster boxes. Now, I was able to pick up 2 of these and 1 of these. Now, it's not that there weren't other booster boxes that I could have gotten while I was there, of Pokemon cards specifically. There were, but just budget wise, I ended up only picking up those 3. I had picked up a bunch of other trading cards, so I picked up 4 boxes of OP04, the latest One Piece set. I'm a big One Piece fan, so decided to pick a heap of those up, and there's some cool cards in that set. I also picked up some Weiss Schwartz cards. They're ones that I don't really know anything about. I don't know anything about Weiss Schwartz cards, but thought I'd pick them up while I'm there. It's kind of a when in Rome sort of deal. My wife really liked the idea of Disney 100, so we went around and found if we could find a booster box of Disney 100, and we actually managed to find a place in Akihabara. It was named Amenity Dream. Now, this is the first place I'm gonna just talk about a little bit. There's heaps of stores in Akihabara. Some really interesting ones, some very high-end ones, some that are just basically a store with a bunch of card vending machines in them. Our favorite on the trip was Amenity Dream, and it's a really cool store in Akihabara. It was 3 floors, and look, I can't say that this is the best prices that ever, but they were the best prices that we found while we were there. And something like this box of Triple Beat was 8,000 yen, so that's without tax. So 8,000, I think it's 10%, so what is that, like 8,800 yen, so $88. Snow Hazard, this was 6,000 yen, so 6,600 once you add tax onto it. Those are good prices, especially for how much those boxes are going for, online in different places, or from, Japanese sellers in Facebook groups. There's a lot of, it is scalping in the end, so I shouldn't shy away from saying the fact that it is scalping that's going on there. But back to the stores. Amenity Dream was a really cool place that we checked out. There was a really high-end place that sold slabs in Akihabara, and like really high-end cards. High-end cards like this e-readers series Polyrath that I picked up. I had set myself a task of finding a really cool Polyrath while I was in Japan. This is one of my favorite Pokemon, and I picked this up from that really high-end place, and I'll put up a photo as well of either its logo or the store on Google. Editing Nick here, and unfortunately the shop I was talking about there has not updated on Google Maps, and I was going to, because I didn't get a chance at the time to take a photo, because everywhere there is like, don't take photos. But I was, yeah, it's not updated on Google Maps. It's right here, but if you're in Akihabara, it's literally next door to Kotobukiya. I'll go back out to the map and you'll see the pin there, pin right here. Pretty easy to find. If you're looking for figures or anything anime related, you'll bump into it. Really cool store. Highly recommend checking it out. That was a really cool place, and you could tell it was legit. And look, most places in Tokyo are legit. It's just about kind of quality and price that you're looking for, you know? So some of those stores with the singles, they don't have any sealed product at all. So if you're looking for sealed product, it is difficult. Some of them do have a little bit of sealed product, but it's much more expensive. There was another place called Card Kingdom, and that was multiple floors. It had lots of different things when it came to other card games. So lots of a decent amount of white shorts. Everywhere really had a decent amount of white shorts, and that's why I bought a bit more of it, because it's something that it's really hard to get here in Japanese and English. Either way in Australia and, you know, in the West. But also One Piece, One Piece is a little bit easier to get than white shorts, but at the prices that they're selling these boxes at in Japan versus the prices that we have to pay on the secondhand market for it, it was more worth kind of just going out of my way to pick up some of that stuff and get something a bit different than to just stick to Pokemon while I was there, because I can get those Pokemon sets in English if I really want to. I can wait. I do like Japanese Pokemon, but it is hard to get. Even while I was there, in the stores that we went into, the ones that did have product were mostly overpriced, or at the very least there were higher prices. But I will say, in the end, if you're looking for product in Tokyo, you can find it. Look for trading card stores. Unfortunately, I can't tell you exactly which ones will have sealed product on hand at the time. I will say that, like I said, Amenity Dream was a good option. There were quite a few other just smaller places. There's so many around that you can check out when you look them up to be able to find sealed product. When it comes to the Pokemon Center, the Pokemon Center at the moment is obviously hard strapped for cards. They're obviously struggling to, you know, maintain supply. So it is 5 booster packs per person at the moment. And this is what I can say. In July, at the moment, for us, it was 5 booster packs per person. When we went in, there was usually only Snow Hazard at most, and we went to every Pokemon Center in Tokyo. There was only Snow Hazard at every Pokemon Center, and it was 5 packs per person. At Tokyo Narita Airport, where we flew out of the Pokemon Center there, we were actually lucky to get 5 packs each of Clayburst, and it was actually 5 packs at the airport there of each set, not just 5 packs in total. So that was a little bonus at the end where I actually managed to pick up 15 packs just from the airport. That's at the cheapest price you're going to get them, 180 yen per pack. At individual stores, if you're buying loose packs, it's going to be at least probably 200-300 yen, 300-400 yen per pack. So that's your bottom line price. So if you're going to Pokemon centers and you have the option to pick up 5 packs, it's that cheap that you might as well. If you don't think to yourself, oh, I'm not going to get the secret rare, because you might. So it's worth picking up that 5 packs when you're going to Pokemon centers, definitely, even per person, if you can rope someone else, your partner or a friend, into buying some packs with you. But I just wanted to throw this video together to kind of talk about all of the different stores and the different options in Tokyo that I went to and that I saw, and to just talk about in general being able to find sealed product in Tokyo at the moment. And I know there's probably plenty of people who could say way more than I could. I was there for 10 days. It wasn't long at all. And I've only listed a couple of stores' names that I went to. But overall, if you're going out into Tokyo and you want to spend some time looking for cards, go into the area and you look up trading card store, and you just hit up every little hole in the wall you can. Some places are going to be downstairs, most places are going to be upstairs. So always be looking up at signs, go into a foyer, check on the board, try and cross-check the names on, usually there'll be a board with what's on what level, cross-check the names, go up to places. It can be a little bit intimidating, like I said earlier, but overall, no one's going to get angry at you for walking into a card store, seeing that, you know, you don't want anything and walking out. It's going to be fine. So there were some smaller stores that sold English products. Even actually found one store where we had a chat with a guy who was from Sydney, and they had English products there, which is funny to see in Japan. So really, I just wanted to kind of get out there that you can find cards in Japan, in Tokyo. You will be able to if you try having a real good hard look. If you don't have time, obviously your best place is Akihabara and Pokemon centers. Those are your main places for cards in general. If you don't have a lot of time to look, you may not have luck with sealed products, but you will have plenty of luck with singles if you're looking for singles. They may not be the best priced in Akihabara, unfortunately, but if you're really wanting to look for certain singles, that is the best place to go. And with sealed products, you will be able to find something eventually. There was lots of little stores that had extra bits of sealed product here and there. I was able to pick up some 151 from one place. And that was one thing that I haven't even touched on, is 151. 151 came out 2 weeks before we went, and it was out of stock literally everywhere. And I saw 151 twice the entire time on shelves. Once was just single packs where you could buy one per person, and once I actually did pick up this card file for 4,000 yen, which is double the recommended retail price in Japan. So even there, this was double the price of what they were selling it for in the Pokemon Center. So obviously in Australia, these are going for like $80, $90, and this is 5 packs. This is literally 5 packs of 151. I am tempted to leave this sealed, but I don't think it's going to go increasing in price at all. So I'll probably open this up at some point. But in the end, if you're looking for product in Japan, you will be able to find some. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe to see a bit more from me. Have a great time, everyone, and thanks for watching.